Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to another Pure Play TV video review. And today we're looking at Budget Cuts for PlayStation VR. The game is available on PC VR headsets, but we're looking specifically at the newly released PSVR version of the game. The footage you're seeing was all captured on PS4 Pro and cut down for a non-VR screen, and we did receive a copy of the game from the publisher. It's taken a couple of years, but Budget Cuts has finally made its way to PlayStation VR. The game was originally released way back in 2018 for PC VR headsets, where it was critically acclaimed. I've never understood why, until now. Let me set the scene. It's the future, and you are a worker for TransCorp, a company that loves saving money. Don't they all? The bad news for you is that human workers are becoming less useful and are being replaced by robot counterparts. Once you're called into HR, you're a goner. There's no golden handshake, just a permanent dismissal from this mortal realm. The good news for you is that there is a helper who wants to see you succeed. The game begins with you at your cubicle when you get a phone call from a mysterious lady. She urges you to escape, and to help you get out of a visit to HR, she's left you a portal gun. Yep, Budget Cuts uses teleportation as a means of getting around, and there's no alternate option. Mind you, this isn't a bad thing, as teleportation has been built into the game's core. It's not as simple as just pointing a few feet ahead and suddenly warping to that spot. Before we carry on with this review, please do us a massive favour and hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. And don't forget the bell icon too, so that you're the first to know when we've got new stuff for you to watch. Cheers my dears! Your portal gun fires small balls, and once they've settled after firing, because they do bounce around a bit, you can teleport to that spot. You don't have to though. You can use the portal as a sneaky peek ahead to see what's around a corner, lest you jump headfirst into one of the formidable killer robots. Normally, I'm not so hot on teleporting as a way of moving around in VR games. I prefer free movement, but given the limitations of the PS Move controllers, teleporting works really well. And it's not just there as an option, it's what the game has been built around on. I quickly got used to it, but it took me a long time to realise just how useful a tool it really is. You can reach vantage points, hiding spots, and even make a quick getaway. Stealth is always a difficult thing to juggle in games, and I've rarely seen it done any justice in VR. Budget Cuts does not perfect it, but it does a bloody good job. Stealth is not only a viable option here, but it's actively encouraged. Tackling a robo-murderer head-on is not easy, and I died more than a few times trying to do so. Your best bet is to stalk the enemy from within the ceiling spaces before dropping down to plunge some scissors into their heads. Combat is cool, but it's not easy to pull off. Some weapons work better than others, but for the life of me, I couldn't throw a knife on target to save my life. Literally, I would die. It's just one of those things that has not quite been achieved in VR, and it's even more difficult to pull off with the basic tech powering the PSVR tracking system. It's imperfect and at times frustrating, so you might find yourself John McClaning through the game by default. Budget Cuts tells a silly story of automation and the dangers it poses to humanity, and it's all done very light-heartedly. The voice acting is, for the most part, quite good, and lends itself really well to the silliness. But the CEO is just plain annoying, and I always cringed whenever his voice came over the tannoy. He was really annoying. I hated him. Ew. The controls work well too, with your hands being extended by some nifty tools. It's really easy to switch between items, even when things get hairy. I rarely struggle to switch to my portal gun and make a quick getaway. While the package as a whole is well worth the wait we've endured on PS4, there are some annoyances. During my early hours with the game, when I was still learning the ropes, I died often. That in itself isn't terrible, but the load times are. Death means reloading the level, and that can take upwards of 30 seconds. That might not seem so long, but inside the headset I felt every second of it. Small complaints aside, Budget Cuts for PlayStation VR is a great game and well worth a look. The story is over in a few short hours, but it's nice to know that there is a sequel. Let's just hope it doesn't take another 2 years to get part 2 on PlayStation VR. And that's the end of this video review. I really do hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. I enjoyed playing it and I really enjoyed putting this video together for you. If you haven't already done so, please do give us a like and subscribe. Maybe even leave a comment if you've got something nice to say. Don't forget to hit the bell icon too so that you're the first to know when we've got new stuff for you to watch. If you want to keep up to date with the latest PlayStation news, reviews and original content, be sure to check out our website pureplaystation.com. I've been Chris, you've been good productive workers, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye!